Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper Project. Tonight a video on the Streamlight Strion rechargeable flashlights. These are kind of some minis, and I've had them a long time. I actually realized that this is one of the longest tests I guess I've ever done on a piece of gear before reviewing it, because I've had this one, the beginning Strion, for over 7 years. So that's a lot of use. And I use these as both a police officer, now as a detective, and I use them as hunting. I use the HL as hunting. Now, also, you may be thinking, hey, this video should go on the Scout Tactical channel. You're right. I struggled with it, to be honest. I just did the M&P mag, Taylor Freelance mag extensions on that channel, and I thought, man, this also goes in the prepper stuff because it's so important to have a good flashlight. So, you're right. As with some of my videos, this could go Scout Tactical or it could go Scout Prepper. They're both my channels, so who cares? Okay. So what we have here is Streamlight's small rechargeable flashlight. That's what drew me to this originally. One of the guys in my department had one of these when I was a pretty new patrolman, and I got mine in 2007. That's this one, and it's just the Strion, before they had fancy names like LED and HL. It is a regular bulbed flashlight, no LED. You can see the regular bulb in there. It's all metal, aluminum, which I like. It's 5.3 inches. As you see, it's a little shorter than the new ones, and it puts out 80 lumens. Now, 80 lumens is nothing in today's world, but at the time, it was a great alternative. You see, we carried the Stinger flashlights, the much, much larger, full-size, duty-size flashlights, on patrol, and I worked nights back then, and so the Stinger was the go-to light, and it was rechargeable. But if it went down, it took about an hour, hour and a half to charge up, and so you needed something. And if it went down, it would always go down at the wrong time. So I went with this flashlight. I saw another officer with one, a buddy of mine, and I had to have one because it's so small it can fit in your pocket. So if your big light went down or broke or what have you, you could pull that out of your pocket and switch right into it. Let me tell you, it's a dark pucker feeling when you're standing in the window of a car or at the pillar, the B pillar of a car, talking to some suspects that are up to no good, and all of a sudden your flashlight goes down. That's not good. Of course, you still got your headlights on, your spotlight and whatever, but you need something so you can quickly switch to a small light. Now, you may not be police, and you may not be in the military, or you may not even have an active role in the job you do that uses a flashlight, some type of corporate job, something like that. But if I know you guys, being the tactical guys, the prepper community that you are, you use flashlights because it's part of your EDC, whether it's for an emergency or self-defense, and the Strion line fits right along with that. Now, the new ones, instead of 5.3 inches, are 5.9 inches, so not much difference, but it's there. They're 1-inch flashlights, meaning this part, 1-inch diameter. Technically, these are not 1-inch flashlights. They're actually 0.95-inch flashlights, but since all the mounts for weapons and things like that are normally adjustable, they fit just fine. I don't know why Streamlight just went with 0.95 instead of a full 1-inch. But it's basically the size in comparison for another brand, the Surefire 6P, the 6 XP Pro, all that good stuff. So it's that size flashlight. It's a little 5.9 by 1, 1 1/4 at the bezel. Now, rechargeable is the key. It comes with these little cradles, and you see this one's AC. It has the plug, and you just slide the flashlight in. The light comes on when it's charging, and it blinks when it's done. It's solid when it's charging. It's a red light. It also comes with a DC, which is 12 volt. Super handy, especially in the police world, because it recharges in your car, and that's where you are on your shifts. So you don't have to leave it at the PD. You can have it charging in your car. Normally they charge pretty quick. If it's totally dead, in my experience, depending on the temperature, an hour, hour and a half, it's good to go. So they're said to not develop memory, so you can take them off in mid-charge if you had to use it in an emergency. But I like to let mine charge. They weigh 5.2 ounces, and strangely, this one, and this one all weigh 5.2 ounces, even though they were developed years apart, and these are kind of different sizes, but it is what it is. Also notice it's kind of a gloss finish on the Strion and a matte finish on the LED and the LED HL, and that's what these are. So the regular Strion has a push button activation in the back, or twist, and it's on. Puts out 80 lumens. There's no adjustability. There's one level. It's on or off with the twist, and you can push it. Worked just fine for me. It's also, again, an incandescent bulb. It's not LED. You see that bad boy in there. So it's never broken on me. Again, I've had it for 7 years. This is 2014, but it's nowhere near the change that happened within the last 3 to 5 years. Everything went to LED, and boy, that did change something. It increased the runtime and increased the brightness. So I've got an outdoor light test that I'll roll in after the review so you can see it, but there's just no comparison. The next one up is the Strion LED, which is this one, and it has 125 lumens, so 80 to 125. Again, you do gain a little bit of length, but it's the exact same weight, so no big deal. And this one works different. There is no twist anymore. It's a click click, if you heard that, and it's on. And then if you hold it again, medium, low, high, okay? See how it cycles through them? You just let go when it's on the one you want. And if you double tap, it goes into a strobe mode, okay? Again, no strobe on the original. Now, last year they came out with, in the fall, this past fall, the HL, right? High lumen, 500 lumen, 80, 125, 500. And it is absolutely super bright. Hold it down and it goes down to medium and it goes down to low. The funniest thing is on this one, from a specs standpoint, this one is 500, then the medium is 250. It's double this one still, and then low is 125. So this one has a low that's this one's high. That's really crazy. I think in the hunting world, I like the reach of the 500, but I do like the camp chores of the low. You know, if you're just using it around camp or whatever, this one gets a lot lower than this one does. And I do kind of like that, but I use them all. Okay, it's all metal, so it could be used in a self-defense situation. You're trying to grip it to use with your handgun. They mount to a rifle just fine, and the rechargeable part is awesome. But they don't have the strike bezel option. There is supposed to be a tactical that has that, and I just don't have one. From a price perspective, and I thought I was going to tell you this one was gone, but when I checked the market, they're still making it, still selling it. It was in stock with my wholesalers, and several of the online guys like Midway had them on sale, so I guess they're still selling the regular bulb version. This one is running about $80 right now in today's marketplace, 80, 89. This one right at 100, and this one about 125. And you may be thinking, holy crap, that's a lot for a flashlight. It is, you're correct, but some of the Surefire stuff hits the $200 and $300 mark. So number one, it's always, it is cheaper than Surefire, but you get a flashlight that lasts you years, if not decades, and it's rechargeable. Each one of the batteries, and these use the same battery, this one is a shorter battery. Each one of the batteries is listed by Streamlight to be 1,000 charges. That's quite a bit, guys. So you're getting a flashlight, for example, that I have strapped to the outside in a 511 pistol mag, single pistol mag pouch on my hunting backpack. I use it on every single hunt, rain or shine. They are waterproof, by the way. And it works like a charm. So you get a flashlight for $100 that lasts you years. It's rechargeable. You never have to mess with batteries. And you're good to go. If you're looking for a compact backup to a duty light, or in today's world, a primary duty light, though it's hard to tuck under your arm, this is for you. It's great for self-defense. It's great for the outdoors and hunting. These make a great addition to your vehicle if you want to put it in a kit or mount it to your to like a side of a console or something. This is a great vehicle light. This is a great light, period. And at 5.9, in my opinion, it's too much for EDC. It's too long. It's too big. But it could work for you. It depends on what you carry it in. If you're running a fanny pack, some type of little bag, this would be great. But they do fit in pockets, even jean pockets. Just at 1 inch and 1 1/4 bezel. A little bit big for me. Okay. Highly recommended Streamlight Strion, Strion LED, and Strion LED HL. Stay tuned because we're going outside and I'm going to show you the outside projection. You'll be amazed at the difference. But I will tell you, as always, I appreciate the views and the subscriptions. Let's keep them coming on the Scout Prepper channel, which is part of Scout Tactical and Scout Hunter. As always, check us out on the web, scouttactical.com. Facebook is Scout Prepper on this channel, and thanks for watching. Okay guys, so we're outside at night to try the actual physical test. Sorry, there may be some cars going by. We're We're in the backyard, and I live right off of a farm road. So it's funny, here it is. If you can see that out there, that tree is exactly 30 yards from where I'm standing now. That's the Strion LED 125 lumen that came out a few years ago. The funniest thing is when we started the test, the regular Strion has such a dispersed beam that doesn't even show up on camera. Let me show you real quick. Shine it at that tree, pal. Okay, so it's off, and as you see, the camera's gone. It's dead. Shine it down on the ground. So there it is. See, it's really shining, but you can see the difference if you turn on the 125. So the regular Strion, again, I'll go back out here, doesn't even show it shining out on that tree. It is shining out there, but camera can't pick it up. Again, there's the 125. So we'll hold this on. You can turn that one off. We'll hold this on, shine it out there at the tree, and we'll turn on the 500. Okay, side by side. Put yours to the left, pal. There we go. Turn it off. Okay, so there's the 500. Put the 125 to the left. See the difference. It's a night and day difference. This one, the 500, is lighting up a huge area. It's super bright. And then I'll turn this off. You see the 125. It definitely hits it. That's 30 yards. It's a very clear night. We have about half a moon. You can see what you're looking at. When you turn on this one, boom. It's lighting up a lot more area. You can see a lot more detail. All the brush around it. It's night and day. Not even close. Not even the same ballpark. Now you can turn that off. Just push the tail cap. Now I told you that it would do different light levels, and I'll show you with the 500. So it's on high. If you hold it in, it'll go to a medium and a low. Now that low is your best burn time. It's got a long run time on that, and it doesn't get hot. That bezel gets kind of hot when it's on high, just to be honest. Always something I don't think you're going to burn yourself, but it's definitely hot. Okay,